My name is Danial Kolba, and I'm the founder and acting president of the Duracan Laboratory Group. My overall responsibility is to lead the team, make sure the right decisions are made and the funding is put into the right place. I am constantly juggling around the team, putting different people in different places where it's clear they are more of an asset in those areas, while also understanding the personalities of those people. I'm also in a leadership role of growing the company so we can expand across Canada, and I'm currently in the process of securing facilities in the West and East Coast, where we will eventually be expanding into the United States and hopefully overtaking or at least having a dominant position in North America within the next several years. When we originally started Duracan, it was a very new market. We typically didn't do the analysis. We just took the analysis and developed opinions and did engineering based on that. I did not realize how much of a step it would be and how much work would be involved with a laboratory, having to learn about the accrediting process, bringing in very sophisticated and capable scientists that could analyze, and just generally the personalities and different kind of quirks of working with people in the laboratory industry, and me learning to adapt to those personalities. Over time, we slowly learned what was required, what it took in this industry to build it up into something. As some of the other staff may have mentioned, we grew from this small laboratory that was in essentially a closet. It was a very small 80 square foot space, and we now are housing, I think it's an 8,000 square foot laboratory operation. And we're now the largest bioscience laboratory group in the province in a very, very short amount of time. The biggest challenges that we faced as a startup and growing into the large-scale operation we are now was funding and finding competent people that wanted to be here. The industry, from our experience, was quite overwhelmed with staff that may have came from a very toxic or not very constructive environment, and going through the applicants and finding the right fit for the environment we're trying to nurture here was very difficult. Finding those people eventually allowed us to secure an environment that, regardless of our failures or difficulties, there's such a collaborative team effort to make sure that we grow from that rather than see it as a fault. Funding was a very big issue, and looking back on it now, seeing how much money was required to actually start this, I don't know if I would do it again, but it was definitely one of those things where once the ball started rolling, we just couldn't walk away. Where we are now, I see what this team has accomplished, and I see what everyone has brought to the table, and this ball's going faster and getting bigger, and it's become very fun now, and I'm very excited to see where things are in the next few years. I would say the company has 3 significant milestones. The first milestone is we have seen a growth of over 13,000% in less than 1 year. We went from a company that was processing 15, maybe 20 samples a day to a company that has secured contracts that are now processing as high as 300 to 500 samples in 1 day. We are now considered one of the largest bioscience laboratories in the province. We're hoping within the next 18 months, with the securing of satellite offices across Canada, to be the largest bioscience laboratory and environmental testing across Canada. Our second biggest milestone within the company would be achieving government contracts. I did not foresee Duracan growing to a company that was originally established for just internal testing to become one of the most sought after laboratory groups in the province to facilitate provincial testing, overseeing the health and safety of the entire province with municipal and residential and commercial drinking water. Our third biggest milestone, in my opinion, would be receiving accreditation. That was a big milestone, and it really showed me just how hard this team was working to achieve this success. I can't contribute that kind of time frame for growth to myself or a single person. It really came down to each and every person all having the same vision of success and everyone pushing to hit that goal that most people would find impossible. The key reasons to Duracan's success are simply, number one, customer service, and to fair market pricing. It was important to me to provide a service that was financially viable to everybody. Duracan has, from our market research, officially the lowest pricing in the world for the bioscience services we offer. I also believe our customer service is, without any question, the best in North America. If you phone our office, you are going to be greeted and treated with positive, welcoming individuals who see you as not just a customer, but a friend. And we emphasize the importance of returning a call immediately, returning an email immediately. And if we don't have that immediate answer for you, finding the answer and getting you in the right area you need to be to achieve the answer to the goal or question you're looking for. I'm passionate about what I do here at Duracan, quite simply because we are providing a service that is protecting human health, quite frankly, saving lives. And we're providing it at a time that is just, it's not even comparable to the nearest competition in North America. If there's a general emergency, which this has happened, for example, in a hospital or a school or a daycare, whether it's air quality issues or an exposure to a very dangerous vapor, we can approach this concern immediately. And between our customer service, our experience, and quite frankly, our cost, it's extremely accessible to just about anybody. And I just feel very proud and accomplished with what we're able to offer to the public.